Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, pilot Jack Rulin in Skycam 16, chief meteorologist Tom Clark, and Joe Zone on sports. This is Newswatch 16.
The Environmental Protection Agency has to go ahead to put the Butler Mine Tunnel back on the Superfund list for cleanup money. That word came today in a congressional hearing in Washington. You'll recall the Butler Mine Tunnel, which you see here from Skycam 16, has been spewing toxic waste off and on into the Susquehanna River, waste that was illegally dumped into the mine. Today, EPA says the mine tunnel will be cleaned up once and for all. Bob Reynolds was at that hearing today and is live via satellite from Washington.
Bob, I understand the EPA was really grilled over the Butler Mine Tunnel.
It sure worked, Karen. Since 1982, the EPA has said all along that the Butler Mine Tunnel was cleaned up. But as we all know, rain from Hurricane Gloria just last month pushed about 100,000 gallons of toxic chemicals out, proving that the EPA was wrong. And today, here on Capitol Hill, the EPA admitted it made a mistake.
It's a fairly technical issue, but what I'm saying is that instead of nominating it for inclusion on the national priority list, the regional administrator elected to request its deletion.
EPA officials said the Butler Tunnel fell through the cracks of the federal bureaucracy because in 1982, low-level EPA employees were recommending total cleanup, which was rejected by EPA leaders as too costly. The subcommittee also asked state officials why they dismantled an alarm system at the Butler Mine Tunnel in 1984. That alarm system was designed to alert officials of another chemical spill.
Our people going to that site on the basis and the amount of times that they did actually were becoming more effective than the monitoring device. We would be there before the alarm went off on many occasions.
Pittston city officials say disconnecting the system allowed thousands of gallons of chemicals to gush out of the tunnel unchecked last month. DER disagrees, but all of this has other people worried.
We may be guilty, Mr. Chairman, of burying our heads in the trust of a government agency, but from where I come, government is supposed to be trustworthy. It cannot be handled the same way this time.
Now, the EPA says the mistakes over the Butler Mine Tunnel won't happen again anywhere. But here on Capitol Hill, Congress isn't so sure, and it may pass a law which will keep a tighter rein on EPA, the agency which is supposed to protect us and our environment. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16 with a live satellite report in Washington.
The Philadelphia Inquirer and the Afternoon Daily News are back on the newsstands today, and at least at this newsstand on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre, the Inquirer was selling fast. It certainly was a long time no see. In fact, about a month and a half that the two papers were not published because of a strike. The walkout ended yesterday. Both the workers and the company that publishes the Philadelphia Inquirer and the Daily News say they lost millions of dollars during that strike.
And our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark, is next with his weather watch.
And more Weather Watchers.
You got it. Nice day today. Beautiful. Northeastern counties. When we come back, I'll show you an unusual cloud formation over Pennsylvania.
Watching is believing. Look into the mirror and watch Ford Escort swept away by the benefits of Renault. Shoppers who compared found Renault Encore's power and pickup superior. More room inside. They preferred Encore's European style. Upon reflection, 79 of 100 shoppers surveyed found Renault superior overall to Escort. With 550 plus America's best small car protection. Escort owners, you always watching.
Get import interest and finance on 86 Encore, your five-state Renault dealers.
Presenting Bonanza's Giant Ribeye Dinner. A magical treat for only $5.99. An extra-large ribeye, a steaming baked potato, all-you-can-eat fresh-tastic food bar. Our Giant Ribeye Dinner makes hunger disappear like magic. How do we do it for only $5.99? That's our secret. Bonanza's Giant Ribeye Dinner, only $5.99, and that's no illusion.
If you're interested in learning CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, tonight is the last chance for you to call our Heart Saver hotline to register for a free course in your area. The hotline is open now and will stay open till 8 tonight, but today is the last day for you to register. The number is 1-800-GIVE-CPR. When you call, just tell the operator where you live and we'll register you for the CPR course in your area. So far, more than 7,000 people have signed up for the free course, and we filled more than 100 classes. But we still have room for you, so you can call now, 1-800-GIVE-CPR.
Last chance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tom's got all the numbers in the backyard. What are they, Tom?
Okay, Nolan, as you know, all this week, we are announcing the names of our weather watchers, people who will be helping us keep track of the weather so that we can use their reports on the air. Now, all 400 of them will be receiving one of these WeatherWatch 16 thermometer rain gauges. Now, here's the third list of 20 names for my 6 p.m. weather watchers, and we begin in central Pennsylvania, over there in Columbia County, where we had quite a few cards come in. As a matter of fact, more than 3,000 people applied to become a weather watcher. John Watts, he lives in Columbia County, actually in Benton. He'll be getting a gauge. Neil Weiser from Bloomsburg. In Juniata County, Mr. Charles Swigert from Liverpool. In Lackawanna County, Dustin Goldstein, Oliphant, Jim Knight Jr., Dunmore, Mrs. Mary Razzie from Carbondale, and Brad Satorka from Carbondale. In Lehigh County, Merrill Christ, New Tripoli, Mr. Harold Green, Slatington, Frank Lenz, Whitehall, and Marie Oliver in Allentown. In Luzerne County, Lenore Benish from Pittston, Robert Brazina, Wyoming, Mary Elizabeth Ertz from Plymouth. In Lycoming County, Michael Charles from Williamsport, Raymond Gare, Cogan Station, Edward Watts from Unityville. In Mifflin County, Helen and Raymond Smith from Belleville. And in Monroe County, Joseph Mitras from Albrightsville, and Kristen Schreck and family from Tannersville. I like that name, Kristen. Now, all 400 of those weather watchers will be getting their gauges in the mail very soon. Now, it was my pleasure to speak at the Gladys Burnham Elementary School today, near Bentley Creek in Bradford County. Now, you might say that place is out in the boondocks, which it is, but I'm told that Channel 16 comes in loud and clear on the cable. Now, they all got a thrill out of seeing the helicopter land, so before taking off from Skycam, everyone got a pair of Skycam 16 wings. Overhead now in my backyard, I see the moon rising in the east. It's mostly clear here. Temperature 66 degrees, humidity 48%, the wind southeast at 9, the barometer is holding steady. The high, 71 here today. It was in the 50s out in the central counties, 46 below here this morning, 82 the record high. And the view out the window of Skycam 16 on the way home over Bradford County this afternoon. Satellite image, notice the cloud cover over the central counties of Pennsylvania. It was nice and warm in the east and in the western part of the state, all because of a southeast flow off the ocean. Light rain and drizzle continues at this hour over the central counties. Now, St. Louis is right there. Now, notice the clouds are breaking up over the ballpark tonight, so I think the weather will cooperate for that World Series game. Temperatures in the 60s for game time. This front will be bringing our next chance for rain soon. Here's your sunrise time for tomorrow morning, 7:24. Sunset at 6:09. For tonight, partly cloudy, a bit breezy, cloudy with some drizzle out there in State College this evening. 51 the low tonight. 67 tomorrow, a cloudy day, breezy, some rain coming in late in the day into tomorrow night. And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday look good. But I'm glad to see some rain coming in the past 2.5 weeks. We've measured only a 1/4 inch of rain here in the backyard.
That's right, we need it.
Dusty. Sure.
Okay, Tom,
Thanks, Tom. The Sports Watch is next with Joe Zone and Game 4 of the World Series. Joe looks at the Cardinals-Royals matchup.
Plus, a report on why bowling in our area has fallen off a bit.
Look for the Sure Save stamp of approval, and you'll find great weekly specials like these.
8 o'clock coffee, 1 pound bag, $1.99. Sure Fine margarine quarters, 3 1-pound boxes, $1. Jonathan apples, 3 pound bag, buy one, get one free. And sirloin steaks, $1.69 a pound.
When you want the very best, look for Sure Save.
Look for the Sure Save stamp of approval at a locally owned supermarket near you.
Like me, everybody has two sides to them, a sporty side and a sophisticated side. So Oldsmobile has a Cutlass model to satisfy both. The Cutlass Supreme for the sophisticated in me, and the Cutlass Sierra for my sportier side. You know, I just can't decide. But right now, my old friends of northeastern Pennsylvania are making it easier for me with special prices on the Supreme and the Sierra. You know what? I'll buy this one.
Look what's new at Arthur's Treasure. Oven-broiled fish, baked potato. Oven-broiled fish, baked potato.
You're both right. Oven-broiled filet of fish and baked potatoes are both new at Arthur Treacher's. Fish filet is broiled to perfection, a light, delicious choice at Arthur Treacher's. And piping hot baked potatoes with butter.
A delicious oven-broiled filet of fish and a piping hot baked potato. As the main course or in place of chips at no extra cost. At Arthur Treacher's. What a choice.
Knock this battery off my shoulder. Go on. I dare you. I double. Right now, knock off a great deal on Napa's best battery. The Power, the only major battery with a 6-year warranty, is sale priced at just $54.95. Just try to find a better battery with a better warranty at a better price anywhere. Didn't hurt. Yeah. Get to Napa, get the Power, and put punch back into your starting system.
Penn State versus West Virginia Saturday on WNEP.
Good news tonight for pilots and passengers. In case they were worried, the radar's back on at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport. Had been interrupted yesterday from a construction accident there, but they turned the radar back on, and that means more safety for pilots and planes.
No problem.
That's good to know, going in and out of Penn State by air. Nice to know they got those ladies working again.
Right.
World Series again tonight. You know, I said from day one, the ace in the hole for the Cards is pitcher John Tudor. The rotation worked out so that Tudor could open the series and pitch 3 times if needed. He's a great pitcher. Tonight he's up for the 2nd time as the Cardinals look for 3 games to 1, a lead in the series. Royals got it back last night. Frank White drove in 2 runs with a home run.
I mean, when I hit a home run, I'm as surprised as the next guy. I mean, when I go up there, I just want to be aggressive. And if I get a pitch in my zone, I can't hit it. But I was surprised by that home run.
And the Royals got the great pitching from Brett Saberhagen. He stuck a 1-run game in the Cardinals' beak.
Anybody that tells you they don't get nervous for a game like this, you know, they got to be crazy. It's a good feeling, though, and you just want to overcome that and get on with it and have the game to be over with. And they came out victors tonight, and it's a great feeling.
Still, the Cards, as I said, come with the race tonight. Tudor will not give up many runs. Take a look at it, Tudor versus Black, and that's 8:35 tonight here on WNEP TV 16. You've probably noticed that the place where you bowl isn't as crowded as it used to be. I know in the Sunday night league where I bowl, if you call a grown man carrying a 130 average bowling, there aren't as many bowlers around as there used to be. Tim Carlson visited a couple of area houses looking for reasons behind that drop-off.
Talk to Roy Manelli, whose family's been in the bowling business since the 50s, and he'll tell you low points, such as the latest 2 to 3% fall-off, are nothing new or to worry about.
It's a trend that we've seen in the past once or twice, and it's something that we've been into for a few years now, and we're sure that we're going to come back from it, but we always have to work harder when we get into this situation.
The experts who study bowling trends can't tell you why there are recessions every once in a while, but the bowlers themselves think they can.
The increased price per game, that's definitely it. It's more expensive to bowl in leagues and to practice.
I think because they've gone so high, it's a tough thing for bowlers to be bowling 2-3 nights a week, and our economy isn't that good.
Commercials such as this one, sponsored by Roy Manelli's business and some other local proprietors, have been airing the past few months. They're hoping they will encourage more business.
So bowling is down 2 to 3% at most places across the United States right now and in this area. But there are exceptions, like Elko and Son Lanes in DuPont, and we came here to find out why.
It's easier to take care of 6 lanes than it is to do 20. And the price of bowling is only $1. I do all the work myself. No maintenance by anybody else. All maintenance is done by me or my children.
Elko not only depends on his family, but other families for the health of his small business, and it's been paying off year after year. As for the bigger bowling lanes, they'll continue to do a good business, but work for better times to return as they have in the past. Tim Carlson, Sports Watch 16.
Patrick Ewing continues to have problems getting acclimated to the NBA. Knicks rookie has been banged around pretty much in the preseason. Look at this. This battle with Steve Stepanovich. Ewing is clearly tackled from behind, yet Ewing is fined $1,500 by the NBA for starting the fight. Stepanovich was fined just $500. It's obvious that Stepanovich really started the thing. Ewing, all he did really was throw the elbow that I've seen and that you've seen, 100 times before? But look at this. He's tackled from behind, and they say Ewing started this. He gets the $1,500 fine. That's it. Soccer, Scranton won again today. They won 3-1.
All right.
Very good. Thanks, Joe. Well, if you love the taste of fall, you'll want to see our next story.
Mike Stevens will be taking us on the Pennsylvania road for the crushing of the red and green of fall into the juices of autumn.
Big. This sale is very big. It's the Hoover sale at J.C. Penney. The selection is enormous. The savings are outstanding. Prices start as low as $39.95. The Hoover vacuum you want at J.C. Penney. Now, during the Hoover sale. I'm talking big.
Finally, the leaves are changing and the mills are pressing, two signs of the season. Our Mike Stevens found it while on the Pennsylvania Road in Union County.
On a fine autumn day, this is a good place to be. It's a place called Mosserville. Lots of folks named Mosser live here. Vernon is one of those Mossers, and on a day like this, neighbors will be stopping by to see him. They will wait patiently for Vernon to crank up the old hit-and-miss engine in the shed alongside Black Hole Creek. It'll start. It has been starting since 1927.
If you understand it, it's fairly simple and easy. But you have to know how to set the controls and so forth.
When that old engine fires up, it means that someone has brought in another load of apples. It is the busy season for a custom apple presser. In fact, Vernon can't remember a year when it hasn't been busy, when he hasn't been here turning apples into cider.
Yeah, I can remember making cider when a part of it happened to be away. A customer would come, and I'm 10, 11 years old, would have to have help to start the engine.
Vern's place is a sign of the season, a sound of the season. The put of the old hit-and-miss engine, the slap of the belt, the click-click of all those gears. They say, better than any calendar, that autumn has come to this place again, much the same as it has for the past 5 decades or so. They say that it is time for new cider, the nectar of this season. It's good to know that all is normal in Mosserville, that Vernon and his cider press have marked another autumn for us. Tradition would have it no other way.
My father did it, and I figure I'm honoring my father by following in his footsteps.
Autumn is a good time of year here, don't you think? I'm Mike Stevens, Newswatch 16, on the Pennsylvania Road in Union County.
And that is Newswatch 16 for this Wednesday.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll be talking with some former Marines from our area who have vivid memories of a Beirut bombing 2 years ago today.
World News Tonight is next with a look at the efforts to raise money for American farmers.
For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.